What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video, another podcast. It is your boy, Dr. Odell, and today is very special. Let me start by saying, right now I'm in Cancun, and I traveled like 14 times over the last year since graduating physical therapy school and opening my clinic. But today signifies something very special because unlike this time that I had to do the last 14 times, that I've been able to travel. And one of the things why I started my business is location and time freedom. And in the past, whenever I traveled, I had to shut down all of my in-person business, which is the off-the-bench clinic. So for the off-the-bench clinic, what I had to do in the past is shut down my clinic as far as patients being unable to come see me and work with me. And I wasn't able to get new patients on the schedule because guess what? I was traveling. So if I had to leave for 2 weeks, no one was able to be seen. None of my patients were able to be taken care of. No new patient could get in. But this trip is a little bit different. Over the last year, I worked so hard to make my business so that it can operate without me having to do all of the work. So I built my team. I took a leap of faith and I hired a full-time doctor of physical therapy to help me with the patient load and fulfillment so I can step back into marketing and solely sales. I have an office admin. I have a virtual team helping with editing my videos. We have a videographer. I worked so hard in the last year and a half to make my team so that it can operate without me. So those of you who've been following me for a while, I have an online business, which I've been monetizing online for a long time. But yesterday signified the first time that I made a sale from my in-person business, in-person clinic, without physically having to be there, all the way from Cancun. So that is absolutely huge, and it's an unlock for my mind, and it's what I've been working for the last year and a half, is financial freedom and time freedom, and I was able to achieve that. My team did a really good job through something I really, really love, which is systems and SOP. So my team is very systematized out to know exactly what they should be doing, who they should communicate with. So yesterday when I was traveling on the plane on my way to Cancun, my team were in meetings and they were making sure things got done, meeting with the department heads and managers, and everything was done. And I landed off the plane, nervous kind of to check my phone, and got the thumbs up that everything was being taken care of. How cool is that? Now, I don't want to like glorify this life because I am still working while I'm on break. I still get a lot of text messages. I still tell my team that there's no such thing as me being off on Christmas, New Year's. Text me if you need anything. I'm on 24/7. But what I get to do is just wake up in the morning, go to the gym, and then open my phone, do a little bit of work, make sure my team is all set. And once that's good, then I'm good to go. So guys, this is motivation for you guys. Like if you're building a business, don't build the business that will not operate without you being there. You don't have a business until your business can make money and operate without you needing to be there doing every single thing. And for the first time after the hire of my full-time doc, I'm not the only doctor in the clinic. So now we can operate when I'm in Cancun. And me being in Cancun, like a lot of trips that I take are business trips. So we go to Vegas and Miami and all that stuff. It's usually like business masterminds. So this trip is like a visionary trip. It's really good. And this is very beneficial for my team because it allows me to relax, think, and be the visionary. So I always tell my team, like, as long as I'm looking backwards in the rearview mirrors, I will not be able to steer the ship and go in the right direction. So one of the most important things we've been dealing with on my team is SOP systems, and then something we call accountability versus being responsible. So my team know exactly what they're accountable for. So when they're accountable for a task or a role, that means if it does not get done, it is 100% on them. But responsible means there's other people that are responsible to help them get that accountability done. That makes sense. So, but it is their job to communicate with those people on the team who needs to help them get their role done. And then that person also has accountabilities. So everybody's communicating, everybody's working together. And that's what allows me to have the freedom to go be the visionary and go off and get some rest time. So I just wanted to make this video as a quick motivation for you guys. Like, build a business that can operate without you. And for the first time, I am able to do that. I'm not where I want to be yet. Like, we're building a multi-million-dollar business. But this is a huge step, and it's an unlock in my mind that that's even possible. Hey, pardon this interruption. It's Dr. Odell here. First of all, thanks for watching this video. Second of all, I have an exclusive offer for you. I just launched a new community for physical therapists, healthcare professionals, chiropractors, to where I'm literally teaching people exactly how I was able to open a physical therapy clinic right out of school and earn $40K a month, 6 months out of school. Then also, while I was in physical therapy school, I was able to earn $12.4K a month in school. So guess what? I'm teaching that exact thing in our new community. So make sure you're in the community. Go ahead and click the link below. I got something special for you. Go ahead and join so you and I can get to know each other and hop on the next call. Back to the regular paid. It's actually not paid, you guys. You can get information for free. Back to the regularly scheduled program. Let's go.
Yeah, so I think one of the biggest unlocks for you is that you did something that a lot of people, it takes them a while to do, which is realize that when you reinvest in your business, you unlock the ability for your business to run without you versus like when I first started in practice, I'm like, oh my gosh, 8 years later out of school, I can finally take a small paycheck. And instead you've set your life up and living in the van or even like your online business through school. It's like you've set yourself up that the first time, I remember 6 months ago sitting down with you and going like, okay, let's crunch the numbers for your first employee, because if you have a doc in there, now you can get out of fulfillment, like patient care. So for us as providers, as doctors, as physical therapists, as chiropractors, like fulfillment for us is seeing patients, right? So if we want to be able to not be there and still have our business making money or running, then we need to put people on our team that are able to take care of the patients while we aren't there. So you were able to know those numbers, like break it down. And that's why we started HBA too, is, hey, I never knew that. Like, how do I break this down? And then we were able to, I'm like, I can break this down in like 20 minutes for you.
Yeah, literally.
Let's go to the whiteboard. But kudos to you, because I am sure that although you are so grounded and focused on the outcome of like the hard, you're like, this is fine. What do I need to do? I can get through the hard because I know where I want to be. It's still uncomfortable. Like you're still going like, oh my goodness, I'm adding $8K of overhead, or the money that I'm finally making as a, owning my own business, I'm putting it right back into payroll. But you are so firm in the foundation that like that buys you back your most important thing, which is your time.
Yes.
And it buys you back the ability to stand on this beach. And you nailed it. I was saying this earlier to you. It's like, never ever is it the next level. I've always been happy, joyful every single level I'm at. And even though we're here, like you guys know I have 4 or 5 businesses that are all running, Airbnbs, 2 chiropractic locations, a cafe, without us being there. But it's just a different kind of work that we do now. And we're still texting teams, we're still checking in, we're still doing our MITs, we're still working. But this is so, so, so important for us to get out and just be able to critically think. And like you said, you nailed it, work on the business, because a lot of our ideas come from a space when you're not in the thick of it. Boots like in the weeds is what we call it. It's when you're able to like, think. So kudos to you, honestly, for doing that and showing people like, yeah, it is uncomfortable and it is scary, but it's always the people that are willing to take risks that are going to get the biggest rewards. Because
So true. Also,
if it didn't, like if there needed to be patient care or these things, like you're also ultimately responsible for it too,
True.
So, yeah, I love it. And we're going to keep touching base with you guys and telling you like how we have built this thing and how we continue, because
you can too.
Yeah, how you can too, because it's so cool to start to realize that if you are a doctor and you are the solo person seeing patients, like, yes, you have a business, but you are employed by your business. You are still an employee to that business, because if you stop, it stops. And that can be a super hard thing, especially when you start having a family or kids, or you're multi-passionate, like you have lots of different things you want to invest in or do with your time. Or if you have a really big vision with it too, you need to be able to work on the business versus working just in the business. So that's what we're all about too.
Yes, appreciate you.
Yeah, of course.
Hope you guys enjoyed that little video, quick video. We're just on the beach. As you see the background, if you're on the podcast, make sure you go check out the YouTube to see exactly where we are. So aesthetic, so nice. It allows me the freedom to think, the freedom to make the next steps in the business. If you want to learn exactly how we're able to operate businesses and have time and location freedom, then make sure you join our group, which we have a 7-day free trial for right now. It's our mentorship group called the HBA. It's the link in the description, the first link in the description. Go ahead and get in, and I'll catch you guys in the next episode.
Bye,
Peace
guys.
out.